What's the boldest lie you've ever told without getting caught? I had been with Alex for 3 years, waiting, hoping he would be ready for the next step. We were comfortable, but I wanted more. Marriage, a family. I finally gathered the courage to bring it up, and to my surprise, he didn't dismiss it. He promised we'd get engaged by the end of the year, said he wanted to do it properly. But when December rolled around, there was no ring, just vague promises and tired excuses. By spring, we were barely speaking, and I realized that while he was my everything, I wasn't his. I ended it and moved to a new city, determined to rebuild my life. Months later, he showed up unannounced, asking to talk. He was full of apologies, saying he'd been too afraid to commit but realized he'd made a mistake. He wanted another chance. I resisted, feeling old wounds start to reopen, but he wore me down, promising me the future he couldn't before. We decided to give it another go. He proposed just as we moved in together, but 2 weeks before our wedding, I found out he was messaging someone else. I packed up and left, taking nothing with me but my self-respect. 5 years passed in silence. I met someone new, built a different life. I wasn't in love, but it was steady, and I was happy. Then one evening, my phone buzzed with an unknown number, and my heart skipped when I saw his name. Alex was in town and wanted to meet for coffee, just to catch up. Against my better judgment, I agreed. Seeing him brought back a rush of emotions, old love mixed with fresh resentment. We spoke over 2 cups of coffee, chatting about the years that had passed. Eventually, he sighed, confessing that leaving me was his biggest regret, that not committing had been the worst decision of his life. He said he was ashamed, that he'd loved me all along but hadn't been ready. I watched him, emotions tumbling through me. Then, with a calmness that surprised even me, I told him that I'd been pregnant when I left him that last time, that I'd tried to tell him, but by then, he was already entangled in someone else's life. I said I couldn't bear to raise a child with someone who hadn't chosen me fully, so I'd left without telling him. I watched his face pale, his eyes fill with guilt and horror. I could see him picturing the son we might have had, a ghost of the family he'd lost. I didn't confirm, didn't deny, just let him believe it. And as we parted ways, I felt a strange sense of peace, a closure I hadn't known I'd needed.